The Aggies ready to get this thing started and open the season. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll leave it with him. Picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. And the Hawkeyes will hustle for the line. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. The only important expectations are turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Moulton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive.
What else he gonna do? What else he gonna do there?
On that critical third down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Fires into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
what an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the quarterback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that quarterback.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
No.
That was almost picked off And what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback may change this route. He'll start this drive firing. Right down the middle.
What the fuck is going on?
It's Anderson. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell.
Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Iowa.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. The give on the inside. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, it's Reed. Takes a hit as he fires. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Peterson.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody.
Chill, bro.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run. I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
I'll be like you, bro.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and
I'll
choosing
be like
whether to
you,
be
bro.
conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Oh, it's a terrible block.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against.
Oh, my God.
They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Finds us back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB. Under fire. Moves around to clear up the vision.
Oh, just catch it, bro. What the
tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Save. That's it, took too long.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Looking for space. It's Mo.
Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me, bro. What the fuck is going on?
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got
this team.
The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute.
Just need to bring it to the strong side and steal that.
And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. Oh, he's got a chance.
Oh, what the fuck is going on?
He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the
This
first
shit
down.
is crazy.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass.
This
you
is
got to be
crazy.
aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Floating away. Gets away from one.
What the fuck?
Can't make the connection in the defense, putting on the heat and forcing the
This shit
incompletion.
is crazy,
Well, nice job
bro.
by the defense here at back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Now the play fake. Fires to the right.
Oh my god, bro! I didn't miss.
Another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Man, this shit is crazy.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
On the ground, it's Moss. There he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibility.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air, it's Reed. Gets it out quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete
weird
thanks to the great
pass.
defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This shit's
Not
so
many
bad.
receivers like to get hit. They
It is
just
all
don't,
out
okay?
there.
They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to get the edge on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The toss to the outside. Just ran over it. And they get him down. And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball.
I hate playing people like this, though.
Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock.
Oh my God, bro!
Seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it,
What is this shit on, bro?
Gets him on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Reed. Under fire. He's got an open man. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. He's going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Hawkeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
grab behind the line. It's Concepcion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Looking to the end zone.
I don't get no.
Get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
22
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They're working that left side. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21.
Canopy. Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. On the run, it's Moulton. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. The play-action fake. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Lost a throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Patterson. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on second down. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. Trying to get the corner. Runs through a tackle. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
The offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A little release to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th.
And he makes the catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown coverage.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Powers through the defender. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete.
Bro, I done dropped 6 or 7 picks, bro. This is ridiculous, man.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Hawkeyes will try to convert on 4th down. Motion from the back. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced. But this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment.
He's got so much bullshit.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Brown wants to pass. Got it set up on the outside.
That's my fault. That's my fault. I thought I switched to it.
Starting to threaten
That's
as they
my
pick
fault. My fault,
up
Kenny.
the
That's
first
my fault.
down at the 34-yard line.
So let's do
The
this one.
Hawkeyes inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Trying the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Pressure coming. The short hands, it's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for it all. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Got his man to the left. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so